Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
5.
Play action. It's gone. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
All these new play, coach suggest.
To the air again. Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Detroit. Shell. 180, Cooper.
Gone. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second.
The coach suggest.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
Joe's talking about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is third and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Something like this ain't happened in a while.
Comes a return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys
Good strip fumble.
at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
Ain't gonna be none of that.
Quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
He was taken down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
I know it. What is he doing? The man holding me, man, just got him falling on.
The catch and run pays off for
Instead of reacting.
yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down.
I'll pick it next time you throw it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the
See,
Eagles
now all I gotta do is throw
possession.
something you ain't seen
As
before
they've
them
got it
little
with a
different little
second
routes,
down and
man.
2 coming up.
Coach suggesting you to deal. Ain't it mine? Yeah. Yeah, you already know.
Now a toss right to Barkley.
Hey, Barkley.
Here will come at the 38-yard line.
Struggling for the first down.
Drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run it again with Barkley.
Damn.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 37 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good at the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
They becoming a problem. I gotta force you to pass the ball.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as they get this up to the 32.
Just throw some of this new stuff at you.
Yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Man, I'm really finna go to my plays, man. I'm really ready to score, man. I don't like all this here.
On 1st and 10, here's
Okay. Okay. Coach suggestion. Man, I sure about to, I'm telling you, I was just about to fall out with him.
With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle.
Oh, coach suggestion, pick something, man. They picked against you, man. How you like that?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hey, that shit you were trying to blow me out this morning, man.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Shit was still on the game.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Yeah, it was still on the game when I cut it off. I had to end the game. Score was ugly.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass is working.
I ain't think you was going to throw it to him, man. I ran with him. I ran with that nigga the whole route. As soon as I...
A first down carry for Barkley. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more, and it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fucking defense, man. Why is they not stopping this run?
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Goff now to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down.
I seen him pull up.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw. 63 yards. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Needed that.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got this complete to John Dodson. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Still going inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Settle for that 3.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Damn!
He's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
63. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Brings up second and 17 at the 33-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That's
what I'm talking about.
Jack Campbell.
I stand in that pocket.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll let the QB keep it here.
Oh!
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts,
71 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Sione Bucky on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Alim McNeil able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
It's now 3rd down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Gotta put that hand on that nigga, boy.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions
put that hand
ready
on.
to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't let that happen, boy.
It's all about how you respond.
Damn, they were going to take a PI if I had
but
to.
how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 20,
I wasn't going to let you hit me with that underneath.
Let's go now.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. After the run, Goff going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
135 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
I heard.
Big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
2nd down, goal to go.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Goff going to keep it
He's
himself.
taking this.
He's going to take it in.
This nigga taking his time to get to the line. I'm trying to hurry up.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
I got plenty of time to stop here. Let's go.
Check on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
What else supposed to happen? Shit.
Finish all tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Shit, no, man.
And running with power here.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, you were supposed to fumble. I was supposed to get what I was talking about right there. But I get it. I get it right here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Positive.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
Man, this nigga making roll runner sounds and shit and ain't going nowhere, man. BB, man, you better sit down somewhere, man. Ah, missed him.
He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Man, they made me miss all that bullshit, man. I'm way over there, man. I'm in the backfield.
I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. You hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
I don't know. I might have to go to overtime. I don't want to take no chance.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact,
Made me go for my 2-point conversion, boy.
Come out to the 35. This is 1st and 10.
Well, let's go.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm definitely going for it, dude.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the
That's what I'm saying. I'm pushing triangle, man. I gotta really get another joystick.
Seconds left to go in the game.
I don't know, man.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Goff now to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Goff. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Now it's Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call, but here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks, because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
Well, they're going option play on 3rd down. Down the right sideline.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.